Hello. How's everybody doing today? Why don't you just relax? Sit down. Enjoy yourselves. Pick up your feet. Relax in a nice little chair right next to a fire. Now, if you don't have a fire, why don't you just grab maybe a YouTube video? That'll be best. Not everybody has a fire, yeah? Not everybody has a fire. But I thought I might do something a little bit different. I know I stream a lot. Not many people know me. I'm not a big time streamer. It's not really a big deal. I do like to play a few video games here and there, some Resident Evil, some horror games here and there. Nothing special, but I do love a little bit of Resident Evil. Do love a little gaming from time to time. Wow, I do love a little cigar as well. But this is a podcast, a single podcast I like to make for myself. Now, if I cut the cigar wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not a cigar aficionado. I just started smoking myself. So if you don't mind, I'm new to this. And I thought I'd make a new podcast, single podcast, me enjoying a nice cigar while I talk to you folks. And hopefully, I get a nice audience watching, enjoying my streams, enjoying my little talky talks. This is really good. Nice cigar. This is a Kauai brand actually. Kauai Cigar Co. I live in Oahu, which is not Kauai. It's off the island. It's one of the islands. Kauai is an island of Hawaii, but I don't live on that island. I live on another island. They're close. They're really close. But no, I live in Kauai. I don't live in Kauai. I live in Oahu. Not gonna tell you where in Oahu. Let's keep this simple for today. I wanted to make this podcast, little single podcast, solo podcast without anybody in it. Just me talking to a camera randomly. Basically vlogging, but not really going anywhere, just talking to you. And these guys, just, well, he won't stare at you. He will. Sorry about the dust. They usually stay up there, along with all my stuff. But for your information, my name is Manny, and this is Manny's Smoking Saturdays, where I smoke a little cigar and I talk to you about anything we want. Now, I guess since today is the first episode, I'll talk about myself. Like I introduced us, like I talked about earlier, I do live in Hawaii. I moved here from New York. New York. And you know, weird. Weird. I never thought that I'll live here, actually. Somewhere so abstract, different than where I'm from. I'm used to the city. I live on the island of Oahu. The island of Oahu. Which is crazy. Uh it's uh it's very weird. Changing from New York, which is very city like, very like uh everybody's fast paced and wanting to be everywhere, rush everywhere. Somewhere where not so much. Everybody's so relaxed. I like it. It's one of the things that made me stick around for what 5 6 years. I think I'm going on my seventh year now, which is pretty cool. I do like I like uh I like the island. The island is nice. The island is very nice. I do appreciate it for what it is. It's a nice place, nice people, nice locals. I often, I really got along with the people here. Uh, One of the greatest things I've ever did was move, and it was one of the things that I did spontaneously. I didn't think I would move here. I thought of the decision like maybe through 2 3 weeks before I moved. I was in New York, and my girlfriend, she came to visit me. She lives here. We had a long distance relationship. She moved here. Sorry, she came to New York City. She visited me. This is the third time she came here. I know I'm a bad boyfriend. I never visited her once. You can beat me up in the comments. Uh, she came over, and I thought enough was enough. I had to talk with her. I forgot what talk it was, but I was in the bathroom. Yes, I was in the bathroom talking to her on the phone on my job. And I was just talking to her, and I'm like, "You leave in like a week?" She's like, "Yeah, I do." And it was something about that talk, something about me not seeing her again for another year or so. Because it's hard. It is hard to save up money when you don't really have that much money to go from one place to the other, especially from Hawaii to New York or New York to Hawaii. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move. And she's like, what? I'm moving with you. I'll get a job in Hawaii and we'll make things work. She's like, I don't know about that. And I'm like, I do. Because you're the only person that I want to be with. And I can't see myself losing you again to that fucking airplane. And one thing led to another. Here I am in Hawaii. And I love it here. Really, I got a family here. Not a family. I don't have kids or anything like that. But her family is pretty much my family. I help take care of the house. I help take care of the family. Yada yada this bullshit that. So I'm trying to make sure that the ashes don't fall on my table, but it's already been falling. So, do you guys like this? I'll show you guys real quick. This right here. This is Sailor Moon. I got it. My girlfriend, she didn't want to put it on her backpack, so I just put it on my mic. Thought that's something to view. I have a lot of things of her here. There's a picture right there above there. There's her niece and nephew. You can't see it right now, but pretty much. This is pretty much me. As I said before, I guess this is an introductory episode. I am a gamer. I love Resident Evil. This is Chris Redfield. This is Leon S. Kennedy. Here you go, Leon. You don't want to smoke? You smoke. You want to smoke? There you go. That's Iron Man right there, and that's Spider Man. That's the I think when you back when Infinity War just came out. In the movie theaters, those are popcorn holders. You put popcorn in there. One day, I think on one episode, I'll put them here on the table. That's the Kingdom Hearts Keyblade, but it's the thing that the composer uses. That thing, the wand that he uses so they do the orchestra. That's from the Kingdom Hearts orchestra, and that's just soap. Those are soap boxes from Dr. Squatch because I like, and Death Wish coffee cups because I love Death Wish. Death Wish is one of my favorite coffees, as you see from right here. I do like to smoke cigars from every now and then. This is a cigar, and I thought, what better way to like show? What better way to like show my love of everything I love? Plus, talk just randomly. Even if I don't get anybody to watch these videos, even if I don't get, at least I have something like a archive of me talking about stuff I like and talking about stuff that you might like. This may be a never-ending episode. or series, never-ending series, or never-ending story. I'm 32. Jesus, years have gone by. I don't even remember. Right? Can you remember when was the last time that you waited patiently? You waited you couldn't wait for your birthday to come along, and now your 30 something birthday is coming, you're like, fuck. Another year alive. Sometimes I just wonder. But, I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be here. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Whatever religion you live, you follow it. It's your life. You live what you want to live. I feel like I've seen that so many times. People judge people for something because of their religion or because of something they believe in. If you believe in it, dope. If somebody doesn't believe in it, dope also. Let them believe what they want to believe. I don't care. If it doesn't hurt me, if it doesn't hurt you, then you shouldn't have a problem with it. Everybody needs help. So everybody needs help sometime or another. I need help all the damn time. All the time. I'm actually very I try to be outgoing. I try to be very upfront and forward with everything that I do, and sometimes it's not enough. It's not. Sometimes I get to the point where I feel like, what am I gonna do? Or I want to. There's a wall there. It's a brick wall, and I'm just stuck. And I wonder, should I keep going? But I do. But then, when I'm stuck, I'm just facing that imaginary wall, and I'm wondering, and I'm just thinking to myself, I kind of ask myself sometimes, why I'm here, what for what purpose? And you know what? I'll tell you guys the truth. I never have an answer. I don't. I usually I go to my girlfriend, sit down, I put my head on her leg sometimes just to think. I'll be honest, I don't tell her everything, and nobody should tell anybody everything. There are some things you should keep to yourself, and I 100 believe that. There's some secrets that deserve to be confidential. If you want to keep something from somebody, and it's something that's to you, and it would no way harm the other person, keep it to yourself. It's perfectly fine to have your own conflicts and your own problems, and you deal with it yourself. Perfectly fine. But if you need help, like sometimes I do, sometimes I do talk to her. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, this is how I feel. And honestly, she's great. Just to talk to, just to have somebody to be there for me. It's one of the greatest things ever. And I understand that some people don't have that. I'm right here to tell you, I'm here. I'm serious. Somebody else is here. Even though we're not here physically, obviously, for obvious reasons, we can still be there for you. I'm trying to hide the lighter because I don't think it fits with the aesthetic. It's the only thing that's like shiny I have ADD, by the way, so like my attention span kind of like loses. If you need help with anything, you know, and you don't have anybody to talk to, reach out or don't. Watch somebody you really like. I can't tell you how many times I've actually watched a YouTube video, or one of my favorite YouTube videos, and I was happy when I was extremely depressed, and it helps. Now, I'm not saying that helps everybody. I'm not saying that it does. It's just one of the remedies. I'm not tough. I am 100% like every 30 something year old broken. And I feel like this world has broken us down to a point where some of us can't get back up. Some of us just lay down and just accept it. But I feel like there's so much more you can do in life that accepting it is a mistake on your part. I know what it feels like to be on that precipice of just giving up and not getting back up. And like I said before, I do have somebody to come to. I do have somebody to talk to. But just hang in there. There's always something. Always something out there for somebody. Always. I believe that. And you know what? I want to believe that everybody could get help. Even if small. That's how it starts. You don't build a building in a day. You don't get over something in a day. Somebody who's depressed doesn't get cured in a day. Sometimes never. But if you fight it, it'll get harder and harder for that depression to take over. But that's just me talking. I might be wrong. Who knows? Besides that, I know this is a topic that YouTube doesn't like. YouTube hates this. And this is gonna be a YouTube video, and hopefully I'll have it into a podcast form. But these are things that I like to talk about. Just about anything. You know, it could go from here to there to here to there. And to get back on the gaming aspect of my life, which kind of transitions well to it. So I was, this is like I said, an introductory video. I used to game a lot, obviously. I used to game maybe all the time. I used to break night for certain video games, like Resident Evil 2 was one of my favorite games of all time. And I used to go break night for that game. I remember I played Resident Evil 2 from 1 p.m. to to 10 a.m. the next day. Non-stop. So that means I had to play it. Not stopping at all. Not stopping. All the way through. My mother wanted to kick my ass. My bony little ass she used to want to kick because I used to fucking play that shit so much. And also I do apologize, guys. I curse a lot. Now if it's something you can't handle, I suggest not watching this podcast. But I used to play it all the time. My mother used to get pissed off. And that wasn't the only game I did it for. So I remember, if anybody remembers the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Buddy, buddy, buddy. That game. That game. I needed a strategy guy for that game. Not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna act like I was a fucking amazing guy on that game. I got my ass kicked. Very beginning of that game. I got the very beginning of the game, and I mean the very, very beginning. It got up to the point where I needed to get out of the main area. And I'm sorry about the squeaking. That's the table. I'm gonna stop touching the table. I remember I got stuck, really stuck. And I was wondering how the fudge I get out of here. I couldn't figure it out. 6 hours trying to figure it out. I'm the dumbest kid in the world, by the way, obviously. And I figured. I went to sleep. I fell asleep playing the game. I woke up, looked at the screen, and there was the happy mask guy going like that. And he told me, "Oh, you got the ocarina. Awesome. Let me teach you the song of whatever." And I'm like, son of a bitch. I could have brought the fucking ocarina to him and I would have got mother. I'm so mad. I think it was that day that I begged and pleaded my mother for the strategy guide. Like maybe a week or so later, I begged my mom for the strategy guide for that game. Thank God I passed. I passed my I think it was the 4th grade. I passed, and she was like, "All right, I'll buy it for you as a graduation gift. Here you go." It was awesome. I got it. I played it. I beat the game. Let me tell you something. One of the best times of my life was playing Resident Evil 2 and Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I remember Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask so much. To this day, I still have fucking anxiety thinking about that alien scene. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. The worst freaking part in that game. And best part. The worst and best part. Because if you fail, you fail. And Marin, I think that's her name, gets, and her, oh, do they get kidnapped, or do the cows get kidnapped? I think she gets kidnapped too. It's so creepy and so annoying. Jesus. And then after that, you have to do a fucking arrow fight with the Luigi guys. I forgot his name. But yeah, he was part of a crew. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, this is let me get this out of the way. This is a ashtray. I actually bought this up at Amazon. It's a really dope ashtray. I just put this over it so it'll look cooler. But yeah, man, those two scenes or two like sections of the game that was very, very, very hard and like annoying. Oh, annoying. But I can't tell you how much those two games, Resident Evil and Majora's Mask, shaped my childhood. Shaped the person I am now. I'm a perfectionist because of those two games. Very much a perfectionist, and I always think like, is there something else we can do to make it better? Is there something that I can do that'll make this situation much better than it was before? Like during my streams, I'm a speedrunner. So I kind of think of what can I do in this situation to make my speed run faster, or while I'm at work, what can I do that'll make this sell better? how can I make this sell better? Where can I put this that will attract the customer's eyes to buy that item? Video games taught me that. Video games didn't teach me to be a monster. Video games didn't teach me to be a bad person. Video games didn't teach me to be a psycho. It taught me how to be an efficient worker and a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. I have to have it a certain way. If it's not that way and it's not the best way, it doesn't fit. And I don't like it. But I'm going to make it that way. It's how I became a manager back where I used to work in New York. It's what made me who I am. And it's why I like certain things. What's the best way to do this and what's the best way to do that? You know what I mean? I love horror games. I love scaring the shit out of myself. But it backfires because you remember that baby like maybe not like 30 minutes ago? That was scary as shit. That terrifies me sometimes. I lay down in bed and if I hear a baby. Turn on the fucking light. Turn on the fucking light. No. You heard that? I heard that sound. Turn on the fucking light. But yeah, those games helped me out a lot. I used to be depressed back in not high school, junior high and elementary. I used to get bullied a lot. I never was the outgoing type. I got that personality way later in my life. I felt inadequate. I felt dead. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to go outside. I wanted to stay home. I barely took showers. I was an incel. Well, not so much incel. I didn't blame women, or I wasn't the stereotypic incel where I blamed women for shit. I was an incel that I couldn't go out. I couldn't talk to people. I was scared. Whenever a girl talked to me, what was that? I would hide out. No matter what kind of woman. It could have been a woman over the internet, like playing a video game or something online, or it could have been a woman I saw. I can't tell you how many relationships I couldn't get back in junior high because I was a dumbass, or because not a dumbass. Sorry, that may have offended somebody. Because I was too scared. Because I was scared of rejection. Now I believe the worst thing somebody could say is no. Move on. I understand now that the worst thing that can happen is no. They can't. I understand back in high school you're scared of anything, right? Or junior high school. I keep saying high school. Junior high school, like, oh, she's gonna belittle me, right? No, no, that barely happens nowadays. But then again, kids are cruel. Kids are cruel, but then adults are crueler. But that's besides the point. I used to be so terrified of doing anything that I used to stay home. And video games basically fought back my depression because I used to emulate being Leon for Resident 2. Used to emulate being Chris Redfield in Resident 1. Used to emulate being Link, being Sora. Used to emulate it. Used to be like, I'm that person. So I'm playing this game. I'm no longer Manny. I'm Zelda. I'm Link. Sorry, I said Zelda. I'm Link. I'm fighting Ganondorf. I'm helping the princess. I'm helping Lon Lon Ranch. I'm getting all 7 sages to safety. Or not safety, because I think some of them died, right? No, they're still alive. No, they're alive. Helping the 7 sages. But yeah. And that's how I fought depression. I didn't talk to anybody. I was depressed for a while. And maybe in a future podcast, I'll say another reason why I was and give better information about why. But I feel like that's enough for now, at least as far as my depression goes. But video games did help me out, and I learned how to cope with certain things with video games. There's a lot of things that you can do to stop it. I'm gonna keep on talking about that because I know this is not. I made this a big topic of this podcast, depression, and what you can do to stop it. There's things you can do. Now let that be a repeat. This will be what this episode is about. What you can do to help yourself. If you can, and if this podcast helps you, if my voice helps you in any type of way, fight back whatever demons are fighting you, then hey, this is in my voice. Relax. I'm gonna take you on a journey. But I also love coffee, man. Coffee is one of the best things. This right here, Deathwish coffee. I don't know if you can see that well, but skull and bones right here. These are the coffee beans. This is actually just a regular tin. I said tin. Regular plastic container. I just slapped the sticker on. It's my trusty coffee maker that makes all the coffee. I think I drink like 3 cups a day. One shot. It's not good. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Okay, Discord. But now I'm more open. Now I talk more. Now I'm more outgoing than I was before. Now I talk to other people who are like me. I'm not a motivational speaker now, okay? But I do talk to people who went through the same things, who are going through the same things I'm going through, and I try to help them. Like a couple of family members I have, and you know what you can do to stop it. There's no real way to stop it, but there's ways to prevent yourself from getting to the point of no return. And I've had a tragic I'll say that much. I had a tragic incident in my past that made me hate depression, made me sour at the fact. Back when I was 15, 16 years old, I resented people who took their lives. I'm sorry to talk about this, who unalived themselves. Okay, unalived themselves. I resented people. That was wrong of me. But for 10 years, I hated people who were like that. Hated people who thought about cutting themselves. Hated people who thought about hurting themselves. I thought they were weak. That they were weak-minded. I hated it every ounce of my being because the person I really loved unalived themselves. I have to say that because now it's getting to a point where we can't even say the S word. We can't say it. For some reason, it's bad when I feel like it's something everybody should talk about. You should talk to your person who's feeling that way. You don't tell us as a psychiatrist, hey, don't say that word. Hey, how dare you? No, you don't. It's educational. you're helping people through their lives, and you want to make sure that people are good. How are you going to talk to somebody if you can't even say the right words? I wanted to be a psychiatrist when I was like 27, 28. Around 26, 27, I started learning that some people can't help it. Some people have this thing in their body that's not giving them the right stuff to talk and not talk. Oh god. Not giving them the right I guess the word would be feelings, right? You're not incapable of feeling happy, but you don't feel happy like other people. Some people in their brain, it just doesn't connect. It's so hard. And when I talk to people about it, I talk to people who's had it before, I often think about myself back in the day when I used to be very depressed and very like, just why the fuck am I gonna go outside? Why the hell should I talk to people? Why should I be part of this? Why am I here? I don't deserve to be here. I don't think I do. I hate myself because I'm not a certain way. I hate who I am as a person. So why the fuck am I alive? I used to think that. No stranger to it. No stranger. But I feel that there is always something in this world for everybody. Everybody has something. You just have to work to find it. Everybody has to find it. That's their journey. That's what life is one big fucking game. You're leveling up every day. Think of it as Skyrim. Right? Let's say Skyrim. When I go to work and I learn something, 1 point to my skills, right? Whatever it is, stealth or some shit, right? Uh, when you're talking to a customer and how to help them get what they want, right? Or even in life, outside of work, when you're talking to a customer, you learn how to talk to them. 1 point to speech, you know. When you learn how to operate a car or a forklift, 1 point to two-handed weapon. When you learn how to use a scanner, 1 point to one-handed weapon. I'm serious. These are all stuff that are little tidbits, but they are definitely something. They hold on for a second, guys. Let me just slow this down. Yeah. Get right here. Up and close and personal to you guys. But it's something that you learn how to how to adapt and how to greatly, you know, talk and get better in life with these kind of things when you learn different things in life. And as stupid that is, uh, I mean, I know it sounds all jumbled up and a little crazy and stuff, but I feel like it's life. Went down the wrong hole. Went right here. The cigars are the worst when it comes to that. But I feel like that's what it is, right? You learn something new every day, and you learn a new skill almost every day. But then again, on the flip side, you don't learn something every day. Sometimes you have to go through a few days, a month, maybe even a year before you learn something new. But when you do, you look back at your past self and you're like, wow, I'm learning something. Yeah, I think I'm understanding more. And not everybody's gonna believe that. Not everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's true. Some people are gonna be like, nah, that doesn't work for me, homie. Nah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You learn how you want to learn, and you take that however you want to take it. I'm not here to tell you what you think. I'm only here to talk and have amazing time with this cigar and you guys. To whoever's watching. And I appreciate whoever's watching. And if this video gets 0 views, 0 to 3 views, hey, that's okay. Because at least I said my mind, I said my piece, and I talked as much as I wanted to talk. Let's go a little far. No, that's as far as it goes. But yeah, that's how I feel, and that's how I feel life should be in general. You take it one step at a time. One step at a time. You take 2 steps. You take 2 steps at a time. Sometimes you tend to skip something. It's always best to do it slow, to learn what you're doing, to learn how to do something. And sometimes something as simple as just doing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 helps you out. I'm not some rich guy, by the way. I am 100% not even middle class. I barely make ends meet. You could say I do struggle with bills sometimes. That's just me. My hair is always crazy because I always end up doing these videos after I wake up, and my hair just gets jumbled up. And yeah, man, we all hey man, what was this? What the hell's going on here? Call me Crazy Hair Manny. Manic Manny. That's what we should call me. Manic Manny. That is dope. Manic Manny. But yeah, that's what I am. I have ADD, by the way. That's why I'm always like moving my legs, moving around a little bit, switching my hands with my cigar, moving up and forward, up and down. I have ADD. I cannot stay still for more than like 2 or 3 seconds, and it sucks. It sucks. It sucks on my body. Fucking sucks. But I'm happy with myself. Uh, I've learned to love myself over the years, and I'm pretty sure you will too. uh, Life in general comes along, and it's just something that you just have to learn how to walk around life or walk through life. And I'm pretty sure you guys will. For sure, everybody who's here, who's watching me, has an understanding of that. Thank you guys for watching. By the way, used to have a lot of time on the stream. I said stream. I'm a streamer, by the way. I stream on Facebook. I know Facebook. Why stream on Facebook? Why not Twitch? Because I don't like Twitch. Twitch is very as well as Facebook. Actually, they're both almost the same thing. They're restrictive in their own way, and I feel like Twitch is very one-sided. I'll bring this up only now, probably again later. But there was a girl recently. I think her name is Kimiko or Kimiko, some shit like that. She got mounted. That's as much as I'll say. She got mounted on stream, and she got like a week ban. She's back now, I think, streaming. While a guy does half that, gets a week banned or just a whole channel taken away. Tell me how that's fair. You tell me how that's fair. Because if I did that, if I went on stream and I was like, "Hey, baby, why don't you bend over and let me let me do a couple of things to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll get banned for life. I can't do that. No way I can. No way. No fucking way. But I believe there's always something, right? There's always something. Always something. But yeah, moving forward. I stream on Facebook. I do speed runs. I play my games however I want to play them. I'm very what I am now. Or I'm very loud actually. I could be one of those cringy people, I guess, like talking really loud, making stupid jokes. I do that. That's my channel. I like it. It's my content. Of course I'm gonna like it. But most of the time I'm usually streaming a video game and I try to do 100% walkthrough. Not a walkthrough, but my own walkthrough, like I played through it and I play and I beat. I try to play it as best as I can. I try to get 100% of the game. Try to do all the side quests. I told you I'm a perfectionist. And I do downstream. And if you watch me, you know that I try. The cigar is going out. Few seconds. There you go. We got it. That has a very sweet taste to it. Like a sweet taste to it. There's like a sweet taste on the tippy tip of this. Very nice. Very nice. And I got this right here. This is says Island Prince Kauai Cigar Company. Mamona, okay, Mamona 50 by 5 3/4, so that's probably 50 inches. By 5 inches wide and 3/4. Really nice cigar. Really nice. You know, I smoke cigars just because I like to. You know, it makes me feel good. I tend to enjoy like the taste, and I enjoy smoking. Not much. Maybe a cigar a day. And sometimes not even that. Sometimes I don't even smoke. Sometimes I just like, I'll wait until next week. Or I'll wait until tomorrow. Or the next day. I try not to smoke often. I will say this. Smoking is very optional and it's, I would say, bad for you. This is bad for you. And I'm okay with smoking it once in a while and having like a little bit of a good time, have me relax, sit in the backyard, smoke some meats, you know, like with a grill, have your friends over, smoke some meat, smoke a little cigar while you cooking the steaks, maybe some ribs, some briskets, you know, some briskets, put some hamburgers on there, some fucking hot dogs, whatever you want. Do you, brother? Because whatever you want to do. Because life is how you make it. Life is what you want to do. It's not what I want. My life is not your life. If you want to smoke a cigar, You want to smoke a cigarette? You want to smoke weed? Do you, player? Who am I to tell you, hey, stop that shit? Not your fucking mom. Not your dad. I could, but who's your mom? Nah, I'm playing. But I like doing that. You know, just chilling out in the backyard. And, you know, I didn't know that until recently. I'm 32, like I said before. And I just recently found out I love smoking. I love grilling. I really love to. I've had one of my friends from work came over one day and we had like a little party, like a work party. And a lot of my people from my department came over and I just put up the grill, fuego that motherfucker, and we cooked some steaks, some ribs, a couple of hamburgers, a couple of hot dogs. And it was like, I loved it. I loved being outside. I loved smoking those meats. Not smoking those meats, grilling those meats. But I love smoking too. Because you don't understand. Smoking a pork, smoking brisket or ribs. How those ribs just come off the bone. Oh man. I'm burping because of the coffee. The best. The best player. The best. The best. But I want to know one of the reasons why I left New York. And it wasn't just because I had a girlfriend that I really wanted to see and I couldn't just stand not being with her. That was one of the major reasons, but not the reason. You know, not the only reason. I couldn't stand New York. Not because I hated it, but because I didn't see myself there. I didn't see myself living there for long. I didn't see myself moving forward, moving up, moving to a different you know, place in my life, living there. I couldn't see myself progressing as a person. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Progressing as a person there. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see myself being happy. So what I'll say to you is, you live your life the best way you can live your life. And if you have something, a goal, or like something that you see that you should do, that you should take that opportunity and go, like it's an opportunity that you feel like you should take it. I took mine. Mine was leaving New York and going to Hawaii here. And it's one of the best decisions I ever made. I feel happier here. I feel less anxious about things. I feel like, not that everything's better, but everything is much calmer and just good. I like it. Not that I have my problems here. I still do. Everybody has their problems. But I'm happier here. Happier. Better here. I made friends that I know that I made friends here that I know that I'll have for a while. I actually have a brother here. Not a real brother, but a brother-in-law. I'm not even married yet, but he calls me his brother-in-law. And I call him my brother-in-law. I've never looked up to a man before in my life uh, as a brother. And I look up to him. And I look up to him and I'm like, damn, I wish you were in my life before all this. Maybe I would have been a different person. Maybe. maybe. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Uh, but yeah. So, uh, yeah. So, I enjoy uh I enjoy this community here. I enjoy the lifestyle that this place has and everything that Hawaii has to offer. I haven't been to every island yet. I've only been to the island of Oahu, which is where I'm from, or where I am located currently. We had to go back to me being a Facebook streamer. So I'm getting the action off. I am a Facebook streamer. I stream on Facebook pretty much almost every day. I take like a maybe 1 or 2 day break, and then I stream. Uh, but I have a blast streaming and having a good time talking to people. I do have like a little bit of a following, like maybe 5, 10 people that actually like to watch my content. They don't watch at the same time because they're all from different areas, like the UK, New York, California, and Philadelphia. But I do have like somewhat of a following. Not big and major. I don't want to be big and major. I always said if I was to ever get a little bit like bigger, I would like to be known. To make enough money doing what I like to do, like streaming, like this right here, the podcast. No, I don't want to be a millionaire. Nah, it's not even. I want to be well off. I want to be well enough to go. You know what? Let me buy that $600 item, and be like, I have enough money to buy $1,000. I have $1,000 left to buy whatever the fuck I want, and still pay all of my bills, and not have to worry about credit cards or nothing like that. That's where I want to be. That's me. That's how I feel, and that's where I am in my life right now. But I stream all kinds of things. I've said that already. I stream right now I'm streaming some Destroy Humans 2. One of the best games. I've never played it. I played part 1 back when it came out, but I never played part 2. I never played part 3 or 4. There's like 4 or 5 parts. I'm not too sure. But I only played part 1. Never the other ones. I always wanted to, but I never got the chance to. Cigar is getting very low, guys. But I always had a blast playing those type of video games. Have you guys ever I'm pretty sure you guys had video games that you could damn it. I'll clean that up later. Pretty sure you guys had games that you play and you're like, damn, this is an amazing game. Love this game. This game's awesome. Love it. And you guys can't stop playing it and it's awesome and amazing. It's what I do. It's what I like to do, what I like to play. Like Destroy Humans, or even Killing Floor, Payday 2. One of my favorite games of all time is Payday 2. I still play that game to this day, and that game came out like almost 10 years ago. Almost 10 years. That game came out like in 2005, 2016, right? I mean, 2015, 2016. Right? That game came out like a while ago. And they're still doing content for that game. That game is just amazing, man. And Killing Floor 2, I forgot when it came out, but been out for a while and they're still doing updates for it, as minor updates, but still doing updates. While Payday 2 is still maps and everything. I play old school games. I love old school games. Such as Resident Evil 2. I still play that. I still speedrun it on my channel all the time. I'll link my channel below if you guys want to come and watch me. It's really dope. I enjoy it. But guys, looks like we're about done. Now, this is what I want to do for this little podcast. We're gonna have a little talk, like how I had here. We're gonna smoke a cigar, and this cigar is gonna be the time limit. And it seems like we're pretty much ran out. I don't want to smoke any more of this, so I'm just gonna put this away. My little ashtray. We're gonna leave it out. And this has been really good. Well, for me, I had a good time with you guys. You guys are amazing people. I'm pretty sure. If you guys are enjoying this, please like the video. Like the video. This is YouTube. No, you can't like the video. I'm stupid. You can't like the video. Like the video, guys. Put a thumbs up. Thumb it up. Thumb it up. Like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. Comment on why you dislike it. I fucking hate this guy. But no, please. I love everybody's input. I don't discriminate against anything. If you guys don't like it, then tell me. I would really love to know what you guys want. If you guys want better content, as like maybe you want somebody for me to talk to, then that'll be dope too. I don't mind. Looks like we have 2 more cigars in this case, and these are for more Saturdays. But guys, that will be it for this episode. Don't worry, we'll be back next week, and we'll be talking about something different. This episode was about pretty much me and my life and what I've been doing so far, and just talking, shooting this shit basically. If you guys are depressed, please, I'll put the number for the suicide prevention, because honestly, all lives matter. I mean that with all sincerity. If you're black, white, yellow, green, blue, red, don't fucking matter. Your life is just as important as the other guy. No life is more important than the other. And people tend to forget that. People honestly think that their lives are more important than somebody else's. Listen, I don't think that. My life, not important. You know what is important? Somebody else in my life that I can help. If I can help somebody, talk to somebody, that's amazing. If I can help you anyway, great. I'm glad. And I'm sorry that I wasn't here sooner. But for closing, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are watching and enjoying this, I know I look like a bum, but hey, this is my house. I get to look like a bum. Okay? I just woke up. From like a nap, a 30-minute, an hour, like a 2-hour nap or something like that, and I'm awake because I have insomnia. But besides the point, I'm having fun. I'm sweating on these fucking things. But yeah, guys, I would love to hear your input. Please comment below. Tell me what you think of this podcast. Tell me if I should talk about anything else, guys, about YouTube and any kind of social media platform. You guys get to tell me what you guys want to hear, and I would love to hear it. Me talking bullshit, just random things that come to my head, is what I want this whole thing to be about. Just talking that made my hair look terrible. Anyways, me talk about anything. That's what I like. I like to talk about nothing. I like to talk about everything. I like to talk about whatever makes me happy or whatever comes to fucking mind. That's the beauty of having my own little channel, I guess. But yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about whatever we want. But guys, I do have to go. We did a lot in this little podcast. We talked for about an hour and change. Putting that away for another day. gonna close this up as well. This is my little which I thought was really cool. I'll show you guys this. This is my little cigar cutter. See, it's like you see through it right now, but you close it. It's made of wood. The outside is made of wood. The inside is metal, but it closes and locks up. But if you pull this down, it opens up. Close it. Opened up. That's how you clip the cigar. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for the podcast. But don't worry. As always, next week, next Saturday, I'll be right back. I will talk about whatever needs to be talked about. Anything. I'm pretty sure we got the introductions out of the way. Who I am, what I do, and what I like to do. I'm not going to say where I work for obvious reasons because I can get in trouble. But that's just work life in general. You don't talk about your work. Or you don't talk about where you're from or where you work at because they could see it and they'll be like, I don't like this content. You got to take it off or you're going to get terminated. I mean that. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And as always, see you guys in the next one. And I hope you have a splendid day. Make sure to take care of yourself. I hope I entertain your eardrums, whether you're coming from work, whether you're going to work, whether you're just sitting down on your ass watching a video. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks a lot for watching. And I'll see you next time. See you guys.